up? Hey guys, what's up? So it's 10 o'clock, Monday, May the 31st. Memorial Day, right? It's a day off. And lately, like, I know I ain't been on for real. I've been doing ministry, y'all. And yesterday at church, the pastor said that too many of us record the moment and miss the moment. And yeah, so really, I put down the camera to work. And I'm not on here trying to brag. That's not what this is. But you know, I was praying the other day, and I'm in my car, but I'm in my garage too. So I got a couple different things going on, and that, you know, just spending this time alone, because I like to clean and I like to cook, and truth be told, I like to drive. So those are things that I like to do to help me clear my head, right? Because I can just be engaged, and that's the Martha in me, right? Remember, because it was Martha and then there was Mary. You know, both of them were in the vicinity of Jesus. They were both with him, but they were doing different things in him. You know what I mean? So there was Mary and then there was Martha. Martha wasn't bad because she was busy. I can still be in the vicinity of Jesus while I am cooking or cleaning or washing my car or driving or whatever, because he's still with me. You know what I mean? So we always look at Martha like she's a bad thing. She's not bad. You know, she's not a bad girl because she decided to clean. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting down with him. I can do both. I can do both. You know what I mean? So I put down the camera to minister, right? So and then, you know, I've been trying to make sure that there is something that I can actually do before I commit. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to find something to do. You know, I'm a get in where I fit in type of person. If I see that there's a void, that's where I go. I go to the void. Ooh, that'll preach. So, you know, I've been just trying to get in, right? That's what I've been doing in ministry. So I remember saying, okay, sorry, I was reading a text. I was, you know, just kind of praying, and I'm like, God, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Right? Because I was kind of feeling guilty, and it wasn't that God wasn't speaking to me when I wasn't recording. It was just that I decided that I wanted to do what he was telling me, not just hear and say what he was telling me, because faith without works is dead. You also have to do, right? You also have to do what he's telling you. You can't just hear it. You can't just write it down. You have to have a plan, right? So I've been praying for a couple of people, and then I got to the point where, and a lot of people think that I'm hard or I'm mean, or baby, I'm just straightforward. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say anything, because my intent is to be compassionate yet truthful. You know, I say what I say, but I say it in love, because I'm trying to help you not go that route. Right? Don't go that route. I've been there. I can see what's there. Don't go that route. Like that, been there, done that. I'd be a hater to see you going down the wrong way and not say anything to you. That's not truth. And that's not a friend either. So, yeah, waterworks coming. Oh, waterworks coming. So, like, I used to work at a high school, and now I work at an elementary school. And listen, I love my teachers. I do. Teachers rock. You know, I work in a school full of teachers. But lately, I see division. I see a lot of division within, and this is spiritually, this is natural and spiritually, because, you know, things in the natural only play out because they played out in the spirit first. Listen, it happens in the spirit first, and then it happens in the natural, right? So, I see the division. And the division is that the teachers are the most, and I'm not there. I'm just going to say it. Lord, I'm going to say it. I'm saying it because he wants me to say it, because my thing is, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But in order for me to say or be who God told me to be, I have to say what he told me to say. Right? So, there's a division spiritually because people see teachers as being the most influential, one of the most influential people in a student's life. We all remember the good teachers, our favorite teachers, right? But truth be told, you remember them other ones too. You remember them other ones too. Because I have come into a contact with a lady who, and I'm just like, God, what is it in her that just irritates my whole soul? Because maybe it's in me too. Like, maybe I'm the person that just rubs people the wrong way. I don't know, but that's not my intent. I feel like I'm getting loud. Sitting in my garage with the window open. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that too. The reason why I'm in the garage. But yeah, there's division. And oh God, thank you. So lately the pastor's been talking about Nehemiah and building something. God, thank you. And I'm thinking, God, I'm not a builder. I'm not building anything, right? I'm not building anything. And it's all gonna come together. Just stay with me. So I used to work at a high school, and I loved my ministry to high school because I could talk to them. I can talk to them from the position of, I see where you're going. I don't like it. Change it now. Right? That's the type of ministry that I had with my high school kids. But now I'm at an elementary school, and my approach to them has to fit them, right? So I cannot come at them as, I see where you're going, stop it right now, because this is going to end bad for you. I can't say that to an elementary student. I can't say that. My approach has to change. So now my approach is, I'm a mother all day long. All day long. I treat the kids at my school like they're my kids. Miss Michelle, or Miss Pace as they call me, or the office lady, they always say to me, man, you're just like a mom. Baby, I am a mom. And I come at them the same way I come at my son. Age appropriately. I come down to his level. Right? But lately I've been saying, I miss my high school kids. I miss my high school kids. Because my approach to them, that's more comfortable to me. So I'm like, okay, God, but I don't know any high schoolers. Like, I see all of these posts because it's graduation season, right? And I'm like, God, there's so many kids. God, I wish I knew how to insert pictures on this thing. But there's this picture I seen on Facebook, and it had a picture of a black boy on it. and all the things surrounding him, his pressures. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff that's coming at him. And there was like a gun, there was gang flags, like all this stuff. And I'm like, God, where am I supposed to be? I need to fill the gap. Now, when it comes to millennials and I don't really know. I probably need to study that out, but I don't know where I fall. But I heard a pastor say that group is a bridge, right? And they call me the gatekeeper at work, right? 1, because of the name of my school, and 2, because of my position. I literally sit in the middle of the office, and my principal calls me the heart of the building. He said, you're the heart of the building because whatever you pump is going out throughout the body, is going out throughout the building. So I often try to play, cover me, God. I also try to play gospel music every day because I know that the staff needs to meet in my office. God, I thank you. Need to meet in my office because they have to sign in now because of the coronavirus, right? So they have to sign in and say that they were in the building. And I know I get on their nerves. I get on their nerves when it comes to this sign-in sheet because I need you to make an appearance in the office. I need to know who's in the building because it helps me know how to pray. That's really why I go off when it comes to attendance. I want to know who's in the building because I need to know how to pray. And if I'm pumping in toxic relationships, and like I have to keep a pure life because of what I pump. Oh God, thank you, Jesus. I went to go see Raya and the Last Dragon. Baby, she was from the heart, right? God speaks. He speaks all day long. You just got to know how he speaks to you. My heavenly language is different from yours because my relationship with the Father is different. Different is not bad. It's not bad. Why is there so much division? So anyway, the hearts. Listen, and I'm like, God, I'm not building anything. I know where I want to be, but I need, because I'm the get in where I fit in. I'm the void filler. I'm the Generation X millennial bridge crossover, whatever that is. You know what I mean? So he's got me in this position now where I literally have to be a voice because teenagers respond differently, right? So a teenager nowadays, they're not the same as the generation of my parents. You know what I mean? But I have some of the generation of my parents, and I can relate to the people coming up after me, my kids, my nephew, the high schoolers, because I was there. I was there in this, you know, well, I'm 1980, like I'm right there. But I got to experience some of the 70s because it was still so close to the 80s, right? The bell bottoms and the afros and, you know, into, you know, and all their music into the 80s where we got Atari and, you know, late 80s we got computers and, you know what I'm saying? I was part of the generation where you had to manually roll down your window. You know what I'm saying? The ice trays with the handles. Like I was some of that, you know what I mean? And you know, we've grown, you know, we've inherited more, you know, lately God's been, you know, dealing with me with increase and inheritance and stuff like that, you know, a legacy. Stuff we have to start leaving stuff behind, and I can't fully submerge in the culture without bringing some of what I've done. You know what I mean? I can relate to some of the stuff the kids are doing, some of it. I can relate to some of the music, you know what I mean? Because I've been there, done that. You know, the late 80s and the 90s, I love that music. You know what I mean? And I can't really listen to the stuff now because the language, and like I've transitioned out of that, so I'm no longer comfortable in it. And one of the things that God is saying right now is we can't feel some kind of way, help me God, about people who don't want to hang with us anymore. Or, okay, so help me God explain this. Okay, so I've done some things, like we all have in our lives, that some things that we don't want to repeat, right? In order for us to do better, we have to intentionally live better. I can't make the same choices that I made in my 20s that I'm making in my 40s. That doesn't make sense. There's no growth. There's no maturity, right? There's supposed to be a progression in life, right? But everybody does it, right? And you can't be mad at the people who do. Why are we upset with people who are trying to grow? Why? Why does that make sense? Okay, because I've been there, I've done that. My brother told me that I was a product of my environment. I did not want to be a statistic. Who wants to be a statistic? I didn't want to be the chick popping out kids, just living on well. I did not want to be her. So I decided to change. Why are we mad at people who want to change? Oh, God. Okay. So anyway, because I've been there, I've done that, and I know now that, watch, oh God, what is it? Greater is he who lives in me than he who lives in the world. Do you know why that is? Because of who I carry. What I'm carrying is the Holy Spirit. I'm carrying him. He's the gift inside of me. He is what I'm birthing. All the potential and all the possibility of the power of God lives in me. I am carrying something big, baby. Listen. And I cannot put what I am carrying into any kind of environment. It's not good for what I'm birthing. Right? It's not good for what I'm birthing. So when I become uncomfortable in the environment, listen, when Mary was carrying John the Baptist, she didn't go out there and just expose herself to it all, because she was carrying something. Imagine Elizabeth going out into the world where she was considered barren for so many years, so they just go ahead and mark her off. She ain't had no kids in all this time. She barren. She ain't carrying nothing. She can't carry nothing. Until one day, what she carries, like the light. Oh, God, thank you. Ray of the Dragon. He keeps talking to me. So, the light that they were carrying was going dim. Right? The life in it was dying because of the environment that they had put it in. Because there was division. God, thank you. It's coming full circle. It's coming full circle. Everything is coming full circle. Oh, that's one of my favorite. Who has a favorite shape? I do. I have a favorite shape, and it's a circle. It's endless. It's endless. But if there's a crack in it, it breaks it. It divides. Then it's just bent. I don't know where that was just. Anyway, but there can't be division. God is sending me here. This is my purpose. He is sending me here to fill in the gaps. To fill in the gaps. And the pastor was preaching about rebuilding. And he said some of us are starting something new, but some of us are rebuilding. Why are we mad at somebody who is trying to grow? Because God is talking to me in cultivating and flower repotting type stuff. These are the words that he's using for me. Oh, and this weather. Oh my gosh. Listen, so the couple weeks ago, like it was 80 plus degrees. It was summertime. Listen, the other day, it was like there was a frost advisory. What is happening? Like, we always play about it and being in Ohio because it does whatever, whenever it wants. But this year has been something special. This year has really been something special. So, if we planted our flowers too early, we're not going to bloom. Or if we do bloom, we're going to die. Because the weather, the environment, right? So don't do things prematurely. Don't do things prematurely. If you're not planning yet, don't be planning yet. Just kind of hang out and chill, like, because God knows that if he had to take you out of the pot because you were, this is what he's telling me. He had to take me out of the pot because I was root bound. My roots are starting to get brittle, right? Because they're balled up. Roots are meant to spread out. They're meant to spread out, not be balled up. I was root bound where I was planted, right? I can only go so far. So I'm being repotted, but I don't want to do it prematurely because the elements, you gotta check out the elements, right? Right now, it's like I'm getting a lot, but I haven't committed yet. I need to be able to know that there's a gap for me to fill, right? Because, and he's preaching on Nehemiah, and Nehemiah was rebuilding the walls. He was rebuilding the walls. So he was filling the gaps. He was building it back up. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know where you, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do? This is what I'm just, blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm discovering as I'm not recording. Okay. So yeah. So I know where I'm supposed to be. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And in order to do it, I have to be covered. And I just can't put what I'm carrying. Like, I hope y'all understand this. Like, the whole entire, there was a void and an emptiness, a darkness. That's what God, that's when he created everything. The world, the universe, the other, like literally the other planets, the stars, everything in the earth, everything that we see, he created, right? But the enemy, he's down here and he's distracting us. That's his attempt to get us to fall, to get us to come away from the Father. That's a division. God and Jesus were one. They were one. All right, anyway, so yeah. The reason why I'm in the garage, thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm just kind of taking inventory of some of the stuff that I have out here, right? And we just have to get to a point where we're ready to move at a moment's notice. Like, who knows? All of the possibility that created the universe and all we see. The same spirit, the same possibility that had Jesus do his, like, he has all of that power. And when he went to the Father, he left that power here with us. We should not be powerless. We should be out here doing stuff and making a difference. Even if it's one person at a time. That's why God is telling me numbers don't matter. Numbers don't matter for me right now. I just want the people who watch these videos get something from me. Don't do what I did. I may not tell you exactly what I did. I may not. God doesn't lead us to tell our testimony to everybody because some people might not be ready for it. So you have to listen to God to know when and what to share with whom, right? Everybody can't handle my story. You know what I mean? So yes, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, but baby, you still have to know who to share it with. They might not be able to handle your personality. They may not be able to, you know, some people can't let go of the old Michelle. When they come into the presence of the new Michelle, you always try to bring me backwards. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. So, because I'm carrying something different. I'm carrying something different. So, when I say I'm uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable. So, and there's something that has to change. And yes, I try to be the gap filler, you know, but, yeah, so that's where I've been. Just kind of taking inventory. Sometimes you gotta let stuff come down, you know. Like teachers are moving this year in the building. God, where are we going with this? This is going on 30 minutes. Some teachers are moving, right? There's a lot of boxes. God, what was I like literally where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so some teachers are leaving, so they don't. I've been trying to give teachers stuff like supplies and papers and books and stuff, and they're like, okay, but we have to pack up. So we're trying to. Ooh, and I like that song, Pack Light. Yeah, but that's my song right now, like Military Light. One of my favorite teachers is going Boston, Massachusetts. He going somewhere. Yeah, so he's like, I don't want to take all this stuff with me. You know what I mean? So he's trying to pack light. The Lord is doing stuff, and we just have to just go with the flow. Like Luda was like, when I move, you move. When the children was out there in the wilderness, they moved when God moved. They stopped where God stopped, right? I think I don't want to say a sermon. Like I got a little message on, I just be having little messages. Like I got a ton of little messages. Like I see something and I be like, ooh, that'll preach. So I just kind of like jot it down. I got a ton of those. Yeah, so yeah, God is like, pack light. You know, take inventory, because there is an expansion coming. Like I've been praying for like increase my territory type stuff. So yeah, but even when I do that, I'm not taking everything. You know what I mean? And I might even change my number one more time. You know what I mean? I don't even know. Like when I'm like, Lord, you know, it's kind of crowded in here for your girl. You know what I mean? Like, let's start pulling up some of this stuff. That's why I'm not even mad. You know, I'm not even mad at this time. A lot of people falling off, but you know, expansion is needed. Even Lot had to leave before Abraham could spread out for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like, do it, Lord, do it. You guys be safe this holiday season, and I love you all. I'll holler at you.